This episode of Lawyers Tell All is brought to you by the Intake Academy. Are you ready to convert more callers to qualified cases, rapidly qualify good cases, and transform unqualified prospects to advocates for your firm, whether you're able to handle their case or not? Visit www.intakeacademy.com and discover how to cement relationships with more of your ideal clients. Get them to commit to you and send you more referrals than you ever thought possible. Welcome to the Lawyers Tell All podcast, where Chris Mullins, the preeminent sales and communications consultant in the legal industry, shows you how it looks through lawyers' eyes. Here, innovators in the trenches provide powerful insights that help you connect with new clients, handle the sometimes harsh realities of the legal profession, and embrace the mindsets needed to succeed. Be sure to visit our website at www.lawyerstellall.com. And while you're there, subscribe to us via your favorite network. Now, lean in, tune in, and let's take a deep dive.
Hello, everyone. It's Chris Mullins with Lawyers Tell All, and today I'm interviewing Jeff Zigman, and I'm going to let Jeff tell you a little bit about himself. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, Chris. Good to be with you. So I've been CTO, Chief Technology Officer, for over a decade. Designed and led a little over 300 softwares, built 16 solo, and TRUEclaims, the one I built, the legal tech for personal injury attorneys, is probably the 100 times harder than all the other ones combined, and I guess a crowning achievement, so to speak, with over 100 law firms on it now. So it's going really well. I'm just excited to get it out there to more people. It's working very well, and it's proving to be very effective.
Awesome. Okay, so let's just rewind for a minute. Just tell us just a little bit about you. I know what you started out the conversation saying, but just what was your last career right before you decided to do this particular niche area?
Yeah, so I have been a tech entrepreneur for over a decade. So my last regular employed job was about 11 years ago. So it's been more around over the years, I've been kind of finding problems to try to solve through software, through tech, ideally niche industry problems, and going from kind of one to the next. And I happened to really randomly stumble on what turned into TRUEclaims as from there, and then it just has built and built and built. But it's really just been a tech entrepreneurial path of trying to solve business problems through software.
Yeah. So, if you can recall, what did you discover that made you say, law firms? Like how did that process work for you? Bumped into it.
Yeah. So I actually initially connected with a guy who, I connected with him when he was 41, and when he was 39 years old, he had previously had a 9-figure tech exit, means over $100 million. And when I connected with him, I was out of nowhere. I was trying to find ideas of things to build, like niche industry problems to solve. And in that first meeting, nothing came up, but I got a text from him 2 days later. Jeff, I think I found something. And he had been in a vehicle damage accident and gone through the diminished value process before. And that's what turned into this whole thing. And then it came to one thing and then another, and then I met an appraiser who was able to help to guide towards the first version of it, and then I met more appraisers, and then it seemed like law firms was the first path, and then I got a bunch of law firms using it, and then I got a bunch of appraisers using it, and now back to law firms. So it's been like a roller coaster.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. How long ago was that?
The very first version was live December 2023.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you still chumming with that gentleman today?
We parted on good terms, but we separated partnership wise because when you're 41 years old and you never need to work another day in your life, it's a lot of work running and building a tech startup. And he's like, Jeff, I can't be getting desk stares from my wife while I'm trying to help my kids with homework, and I need to do a demo for a tech product. And I worked 15 years to build this tech company, and I want my mornings back where I can exercise every day and so on. So like, I get where he was coming from. So we amicably parted ways there.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's wonderful. I love it. I love the story. Okay, so like paint by numbers, like third grade. Just tell us what it is.
Yep.
And how it works.
Yep. It does a detailed comparable vehicle analysis, whether it's for diminished value or total loss claims. Total loss is for like a fair market value. And diminished value is when a vehicle has been damaged and then repaired. I'll explain the diminished value in a second, because most people have heard it. Most attorneys have heard it, not all. And the ones who've heard it don't know exactly what it is per se. But it basically allows you to generate either a diminished value or a fair market value report in about 2 to 3 minutes that would take an appraiser typically about 2 to 3 hours to put together, which they would normally spend about 1 to 3 weeks getting back to you on. So this you can get in a couple of minutes with 30 seconds of input. Diminished value is when the vehicle has been damaged and then repaired. It now has a damage record on its history, like a Carfax. And if you were to try to sell it, then when you try to sell it, even if it's in perfect condition, the damage on the record on its history, so no one's going to buy it for the same price. So the question is, how much has the value diminished by? And you technically don't know what that number is until you actually sell it and know how much someone was willing to pay for it. But the question here is how to evaluate that number to try to claim it from the at-fault insurance company for your vehicle.
Okay.
And the better the evidence you can put together, like in this case, a strong comparable vehicle analysis, the more leverage you have in terms of being able to claim more money.
Okay. So, what is it that you provide to law firms?
Essentially so there's kind of two levels to that. What does it provide? And then what are the ramifications, the end results, benefits, which are kind of two separate things. So what it directly provides is a way that anyone on their staff can generate a report like this without having to contact an appraiser. Within minutes, they could right away be sent off to the insurance company to claim more money and get more money, often thousands, in certain cases, tens of thousands of dollars for their clients, whether it's a diminished value case or total loss claim.
Okay.
That is the basic idea. Then the higher value is how you can leverage that for marketing purposes. Because if every single law firm says, we don't handle property damage like clockwork, or, oh, we do it as a courtesy to our clients sometimes when they ask. But if you're known as the law firm that not only takes them on, but is happy to do it and is doing it on every person that comes in and is getting thousands of dollars more for every client within a week or 2 or 3 of them coming in, you can have this massive revolving door of Google reviews coming in every single month. You have this marketing tool where everyone knows that you're the one in town who's happy to help with the vehicle damage claim portion, which will lead to the bodily injury side of things. There's so many ways that you can leverage it to get the number of bodily injury claims to skyrocket, like an influx of them, indirectly through the vehicle damage side of things.
Okay, so let's just talk about that a little. Let's just unpack that a little bit. So you know what I do, right? So Antique Academy, basically sales, helping law firms to convert more prospects to clients. Right. And so that's the intake, called the intake team. It's really a sales team, but that's what it's called, the intake team. So the intake specialist is on the phone. The intake sales specialist is on the phone. And, Ms. Mullins says, I had an accident and yes, I have some injuries, but I'm really worried about my car. And I don't know what to do about my car. I need a car. What should I do? Can you help me with that? and the intake sales says, well, we can't help you with that, but we can help you with your injuries. Well, no, I need, I got to get my car taken care of. How can you not help me somehow with that? No, we can't. I mean, we can guide you through the process a little bit. Maybe, maybe we can guide you on how to communicate with the insurance company, but no, we don't do it. Okay, so now what would we say differently if we were working with you?
We're happy to help you with that. In fact, we have tools that we leverage regularly where we don't know how it will happen with yours. Everyone is different, but we've helped vehicle owners get thousands of dollars more by leveraging this, and we're happy to help you with the process and do the best we can to help you with to take that off your shoulders so you don't have to worry about that, and see if we can put some more money in your pockets in addition to the bodily injury side of things.
So in essence, it sounds like what you're saying is the intake sales specialist or the salesperson, whatever every firm calls it something different, can just say, oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Happy to help you with it. And not only that, even if they don't mention,
I'm gonna say it. We're gonna say it.
Say, by the way,
mention this, but I just want to let you know we're the only law firm that I know of that does XXX as well.
And your vehicle has gone down in value because of the accident on its record, and we've helped a bunch of people claim more money on that. Oh, your vehicle was totaled? In a lot of cases, you're getting a lowball offer from the insurance company, and we've been able to help people get thousands, in some cases tens of thousands of dollars more pretty quickly when it comes to total losses on the vehicle damage part also. So we're happy to help you with that also.
Okay, so we just make it really quick and with the live conversation.
Yeah.
What does the law firm need to know about everything else that happens? Like, so we're telling Ms. Mullins, oh, don't worry, we got you. And everything that you just said. But what's going on behind the scenes? Like, what does the law firm have to know about your business in order to make a decision to work with you?
It's going to sound, I guess, maybe lacking, but nothing. Do they have motor vehicle accident cases coming in? Because if they have motor vehicle accident cases coming in, they have all these people that have total losses and diminished value opportunities here, and they could be running it on almost any single one. The criteria are almost identical to the bodily injuries. So they have to be insured, not at fault. There's a couple of extra small criteria, but it's almost the same criteria. Like if it has previous damage on the vehicle, like a previous accident, it could make it non-viable. But overall, it's largely the same kind of criteria.
Okay. So now what you just said right there, so I'm thinking about the sales team. So that piece right there, is that another question? Because before we tell Ms. Mullins, don't worry, we got you there. Is there something?
So, yeah, what you would maybe ask is, by the way, was this the first time your vehicle was damaged like that? And if they say yes, then the opportunity is there.
Okay. And it's pretty much done for you, Jeff? Like the law firm doesn't have to do anything at all? It's just...
Well, so the law firm would generate the report. So it takes about 30 seconds to input the VIN number, date of loss, mileage of loss, zip code. So it's literally only like four to six fields, including the first person's name. And then within a couple of minutes, they have the output report. I provide a sample demand letter that they can send off. They send it off and then maybe do a little bit of back and forth. We're talking about 10 to 15 minutes on the part of, let's say, a paralegal, an admin person, whatever, to handle it total.
Let me ask you, can you do a demo right now?
I can do a demo. You know what? Yeah.
Is that possible? Like you can share your screen?
Yeah, let me do a demo.
You didn't know I was going to ask you to do it.
No, I didn't, but it's okay. I'll do one on a fair market value.
Well, it's a good way for people to put the pieces together.
Yep. Okay. Let me... Okay, let me share screen.
Hmm.
Okay,
All right.
so
So
this
I'm the law.
that.
Yeah.
Yep. By the way, there's these one pagers. Oh, I have to refresh the page. I have one pagers that they can use to give to their clients while they're coming in, so they don't even have to explain anything about it. Okay.
Okay.
So like if you take the diminished value one over here, you could just print out a whole bunch of these.
Mm-hmm.
And that way the law firm doesn't actually have to explain anything. It gives a
Okay.
value prop, it gives how it works, it gives sample settlements. Law firm can just kind of sit back and let them read it, and that will convince them to go ahead with it. But let me run a fair market value. So new report, I'm gonna put the VIN number in. I'm gonna put whatever mileage, zip code, here. Obviously, you put the real details. Okay, mileage on the at the time of loss, zip code of the vehicle owner, date of loss, fair market value. Next. And John Doe. Okay. And submit for fair market value report. Okay. Now we just wait a few minutes.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah. It'll take about 2 or 3 minutes. So if you want, I can wait on this page or
So
it'll
there's no real training that, I mean, it's pretty basic. It's pretty
actually I've had tons of cases, actually, like 20, 30 or more, where literally either a paralegal or whoever clicks on a link, signs up, generate with no human interaction, no training, no guidance. They generate a report. They have it within 5 minutes. They send it off to the insurance company.
Oh, you just said something. Like, while we're waiting for this, you just said something. Because one of the things I like to ask everybody lately these days that I'm interviewing is something about AI. So so maybe AI could do it, like not the paralegal.
Um, so you wouldn't be able to have AI do this because it has to like interact with it. But you saw how quick it is. It takes like literally 30 seconds to do it. So, but and actually, not that you asked this, but TRUEclaims doesn't actually use AI. It's every time. Oh, it's done. Completely precise. Okay, so I have got the fair market value right there, $34,494.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you want, actually, just let me 1 second. Let me just do a setting and just hold on. Can download the reports.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know I have to demo it on the spot, but that's okay.
That's okay.
That's all right. Okay, here we go. Okay. Here the person would pay. In this case, I set it so that it's costing me nothing. And generate fair market value report. It's gonna take about 20 seconds. Download report. There it is.
Okay. Yeah. And so
Here's the comparable vehicles analyzed. So here's one of them. You can see the package options that it found, which ones are missing. It does mileage adjustments in reference to the vehicle owner's vehicle. It adjusts for depreciation. It sums up all the MSRPs of all the missing and extra vehicle package options. It adjusts for depreciation to come to a final adjusted value on each one of them. And it does that for each of the comparable vehicles. So here, all these adjustments are done for this comparable vehicle to come to a final adjusted value. So it does that on every single one of them. Then it gets an average. And it also then tries to grab screenshots of or that as much as it can find for the relevant comparable vehicles.
So I'm a law firm that I might even be a small law firm, but I never paid attention to the property damage part. I just didn't, for whatever the reason is, I just didn't in general. So what would you say to me it's pretty foreign to me? Like, I just, I don't have a team that pushes back. I only have like one person. I don't really pay attention to it. So, besides getting the report, what are all the other steps that, this does that I don't have to do? Should I want to consider making this an option with my firm? Like, I don't know what I'm missing because I never paid attention.
Yep. So what you're missing is, I think this is probably the most exciting part of it. So there's the diminished value where you can get thousands of dollars more for your clients. But probably what's the most exciting part is, let me just pull this up, is how much on total losses, because a lot of law firms deal with a lot of total losses, and they just literally push their clients away because they don't know what's possible. And
yeah. That's what I know, yeah.
So here is what's super, super exciting. So here is sample total loss settlements done. I would have to explain how to do this. It's using something called the appraisal clause, which actually connects the law firm with an appraiser on TRUEclaims to do this. But you can see in this example, on a total loss, they got an extra $49,000 for the vehicle owner, settled in 4 days. So that one, the insurance offered $97,000. The appraiser who was doing this one on TRUEclaims came to $146,000, settled for the exact amount that the appraiser did. That one is a Rolls Royce, okay, expensive vehicle.
Yeah, right.
Okay, this one is a 2000 Ford F-250, an extra $9,100 settled. So from $14,000 up to a settlement of $23,000, settled in 1 day. Here's an extra $20,000 on a 2005 Dodge Ram, from $13,000 up to a settlement of $33,000, settled in 7 days. You could see one after another settled in 3 days, 4 days, 4 days, 4 days. And then my personal favorite here is an extra $4,800, settled 42 minutes after sending the report.
Yeah, right. That's awesome. So, and so all the firm has to do is they just take all this information and they provide it to the insurance company.
So for the case of a total loss, they would send once they get the offer from the insurance company, they would run the report through TRUEclaims and see, okay, is it a lowball offer or is it not? Because you have two cases, and in both cases, you're actually doing a positive service to your client, right? In the case where it's a lowball offer, probably about 95% of the time. In about 5 to 10% of the time, it's actually a fair offer, right? Yeah. You don't want your client, let's say that it's a fair offer and the client is emotional about it because they think their vehicle is worth more. You don't want them to start fighting with the insurance company, hoping to get somewhere when the offer was actually fair. So here you run the analysis and you see, oh, it was actually a fair offer. We just checked in our system. Don't fight with them. Take the offer. It doesn't make sense to waste energy on that. In the other case, you'll see, oh, it is a lowball offer. And then you can generate the report, send it off to use that as leverage to try to get to a better settlement. If they push back too much, I have many vetted appraisers on TRUEclaims that the law firm can connect with to use it's called the appraisal clause, which is, it makes the insurance company and the vehicle owner both hire independent appraisers who then go to duke it out, so to speak, to come to agree to a settlement.
Yeah, so that's so yeah, so the law firm doesn't have to put any time into it.
They don't have to do anything, and it's all built into TRUEclaims. So literally, if they get too much pushback, they click a single button in TRUEclaims, it'll connect them with the appraiser, and the appraiser takes it over from there for the appraisal clause.
So the law firm that doesn't, really pay attention to it or really understand or anything like that, the first, one of the first things they think about is time. Like, okay, this is great. You're giving me reports and everything, but there's got to be some time behind the scenes that my team or I have to do.
So Yeah, a little. Let's say theoretically 10 to 15 minutes on each one potentially. So yeah. So the question is, if you can get an extra couple thousands or tens of thousands of dollars and a 5-star Google review, and you can market yourself with this, and you can get more word of mouth out about it, and get more influx of bodily injury claims, is it worth it to invest the 10, 15 minutes by a paralegal or an admin person to do it?
Yeah, yeah.
And they can also monetize off it too. They can charge a percentage of the settlement amounts as well. They can net like easily $1,000 on each one roughly if they were to do that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Does a lot of firms do that, or they're just doing it?
No, a lot.
I mean, so.
Yeah, so a lot of them do not do that. Most of them try to stay away from the property damage, but this gives an opportunity. Like if you have a firm that's doing 100 of these a month, for example, and if they're netting $1,000 on each, it's an extra $100,000 into the law firm per month. It's an extra 7 figures per year.
Yeah, so that's a good way to look at it there. But I think like from what I feel, from what I do is, you're getting more people to say yes when they're on the phone.
Yeah.
Because you're not pushing back. What do I mean? We don't, like sales, they don't know what to say, right? They're very, we don't really do that. But we don't have to say that. Just come on.
So your background and expertise actually blends perfectly in that, because you're very familiar with that side of things, and it's 100% on point. I've heard when I pitch this to attorneys, the number of them who have said that they've actually listened on the phone calls, it makes them cringe how many opportunities are turned away, which you probably are privy to a lot of that. So you're 100% right that there's massive opportunity. They might even be turning away several a day from that.
Oh yeah, but like in the minimum value of a case for each law firm, like, so whatever, if it's $26,000 for a firm and they're losing X amount per day because of little, we don't know what to do. Yeah. Then, oh my God, right?
You actually just gave me something to add to my presentation. It's good. I'm going to add that in. It's good.
No, I mean, but it's true. It's like if you just start from the beginning where the lead comes from, it's intake, sales team, and it's the sales team a live call, or it's the sales team from an intake attendant, bot. It's web forms and chat, all the different places that the leads are going. That's the place. That's the sweet spot for all of this, because that's the place we go, ooh, no. Well, okay, maybe, yeah. Well, I was in a sales training class and they told me I could say this. And so, but we don't have to do that. So you're going to get these people and you're going to get them to prevent saying, yeah, okay, well, yeah, you can keep asking me questions. All right, well, based on what you said, this is definitely a case that we can help you with. And I'm going to send you our retainer or our contract right now via text, and wait for you. Be quiet, let you read it, and then I'll answer your questions. Okay, well, you know what? Why don't you can send it to me, and then we can talk later. And then it becomes gone because we can't get in touch with them again. And it was really about, they want so much the property damage. We want them to think differently, but they don't. So just give them what they want, and then we'll take care of the rest as well. Yeah,
you actually just gave me a really interesting idea. What they could, I don't know the exact dynamics on the intake phone call, but you know that inside and out. But I would imagine if the phone call lasts a few minutes, they could theoretically even run the numbers while on the phone.
I was going to say, just let intake do it.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. Oh, don't worry. In fact, I'm going to take care of it for you right here. It'll probably take about 3 minutes. Let's just take care of your injuries first. Let's just take care of that because it's important. And then we teach that prospective client why the injuries are important. We hope that they already feel that way, but they're all confused with the property damage and they're just not quite there. So we help them with that. And then we're starting to embrace it. And don't forget, in a little while, I'm going to show you how we're going to help do the property damage.
The only caveat, so first of all, it's an amazing idea. Second of all, the only caveat to that is on the diminished value side specifically, you can only send it off once the repairs are done. So you could run the analysis and then, once the repairs are done.
Yeah. And we could kind of like go back and forth with that whole thing, because I'm sure some people listening right now say, oh God, Chris Mullins, you're going to have my people on the phone for much longer, and they're not going to really hear. It's only 3 minutes. They're going to hear, no. They're going to be on the phone longer. So anyway, all right. Well, is there anything else that you want folks to know, Jeff?
That if you're going to do this, it's nice to offer it here and there, but I think that the real value is really embracing it. As you said, on everyone coming in. I think that you do it on every single one, and the amount, if you try it for 1 month, where as you said, your intake does it on every one, and just watch how your business explodes in bodily injury cases. And how much you get.
Yeah. I mean, it's the, oh, by the way, it's Columbo's, he's halfway out the door, and he's, well, oh, by the way, I can help you with this too. Right. So, all right. Well, how can folks get in touch with you, Jeff?
We can give them a link. I guess we could paste the link here, I guess in the description or whatever that they can go to. And there's a link on TRUEclaims, but I guess if we create one for you specifically, that will be better for them.
Yeah, do that. And then when we get it out there, they'll have it. When you put this out there, you'll have it. Okay, awesome. Wonderful. All right. Well, Jeff, it's been great. Don't go anywhere. I want to talk to you for a minute as soon as we're done here. So long, everybody. We'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in to Lawyers Tell All, where Chris Mullins takes you on a journey with lawyers in the trenches who show you the realities of what it takes to succeed in this chaotic, crowded, ever-changing profession. Remember to visit our website at www.lawyerstellall.com and enjoy even more great episodes like this one. Again, while you're here, subscribe to us via your favorite network. We look forward to seeing you next time on Lawyers Tell All.